Hello, my name is Julius and welcome to IELTSDragon. In this video, I'd like to answer the topic questions in part 1 about ice cream, fixing things, and teachers. Let's get started. Let's talk about ice cream. Do you like ice cream? Definitely. It's actually my favorite dessert. In fact, I have stored tubs of ice cream in our fridge so I can eat them whenever I want to. I know eating a lot of sweets isn't good, but I don't eat like there's no tomorrow. Anyway, did you eat ice cream when you were a child? Of course, who didn't eat ice cream when they were a child? I think ice cream is mostly favored by a lot of children. I have never seen a child who hates ice cream. So when I was a kid, I greedily ate ice cream like normal kids do. Absolutely. I loved ice cream when I was little. I remember when my family went on a holiday, we always dropped by some ice cream shops on our way to our holiday destination. My favorites back then were vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate ice cream. Unfortunately, these days, I can no longer eat chocolate ice cream because of my allergy. Are there shops selling ice cream near where you live? Well, yes, there are convenience stores such as 7-Eleven and Family Mart where we can buy ice cream of different flavors. But I rarely buy those kinds of ice cream sold in those stores as I prefer eating homemade ice cream or those that are sold in a real ice cream shop, especially if it's organic. Yes, there are two ice cream shops in our town. One is run by a family of farmers, and the other one is selling mainstream ice cream like that from Haagen-Dazs, Nestle, and Ben& Jerry. I prefer the shop that's owned by a family of farmers because their ice cream is natural. They harvest fruits on their farm and make ice cream out of those. Would you like to make your own ice cream? Yes, as a matter of fact, I make ice cream at home whenever I have plenty of time. I bought an ice cream maker last year because my grandparents gifted me a huge fruit basket of mangoes. I couldn't eat all of those as I'm living alone, so I made a decision to make ice cream from those mangoes. Yes, I would love to. However, I don't have any knowledge of how to make ice cream. I think that's a laborious kind of work. I mean, I suppose the process is quite long since one needs to prepare the ingredients, understand the correct measurement of the ingredients, and operate an ice cream machine. But I could be wrong. I just don't have a concrete idea of how it's done. Let's talk about fixing things. Can you fix things? Yes, I can, thanks to the internet, as I learned how to fix different things at home, from repairing clothes to unclogging sinks and changing a broken bulb. At first, it was a bit difficult, however, as time went by, I could fix things without any trouble. I believe experience is truly the best teacher. Absolutely, I can fix leaky pipes and clogged sinks. It's not really difficult as long as you have a basic understanding of the problem and you know what causes the problem. I believe anyone can do it, especially these days when there are so many videos or blogs that teach people how to repair things. Did anybody teach you how to fix things when you were young? Well, no one, not even my dad. I learned how to fix things when I started living by myself because I had no one to ask for help. I just searched for some information online on how to unclog sinks, change a broken bulb, and things like that. It wasn't difficult at all, thanks to the how-to articles that are accessible online. Yes, my grandpa taught me how to fix leaky pipes and clogged sinks. He was very good at it because he was a professional plumber who worked in the city government for 40 years. When he was still alive, he oftentimes paid a visit to my apartment and helped me fix things at home. He said that I needed to learn those things so that when he passed on, I'd be able to fix things at home by myself. And he's right, because when he died, I had no one else to ask for help. Do you think it is necessary for people to learn to fix things? I believe so. I consider it an important life skill. People should have at least some basic knowledge of how to fix a leaky pipe, a broken computer, a clogged sink, or change a tire. This is because we never really know when our unlucky day is. At least when we get to experience any of these, we already know how to resolve the problem. Well, for some people, that isn't necessary, as they can always pay to hire someone to fix some things, especially problems in the house. As for me, that is important, as I consider it an important skill. Life will be much easier when I have some practical skills on how to fix things in the house. What do you do when things are broken and cannot be fixed? I simply throw them away as they're of no use anymore. I don't keep things at home that are not useful as they only occupy space. I can't understand why some people can't let go of the old things in their house that are not functional. Why keep the old and useless things when you can simply discard them completely? It's either I throw them away or keep them. I keep those that have sentimental value for me. It's just really hard for me to throw them away. I know it sounds crazy, but that's just the way I am. For instance, my first motorcycle is completely unusable, and I keep it in our backyard simply because I had great memories of it. Let's talk about teachers. Do you think you could be a teacher? I believe I could. I believe I have some skills that are required to become a teacher. I love learning different kinds of things because I want to be knowledgeable, and I think that kind of attitude is important if one wants to be a teacher. Besides, I enjoy sharing knowledge with anyone who needs it, and more importantly, I'm a problem solver. Considering all these things, I could be a teacher. Well, I think I could, but I don't know if I really have the good qualities that a good teacher must possess. Perhaps I could teach to the best of my ability, but I doubt myself if I could excel in the field of educating learners. Did you have a favorite teacher? Well, I didn't have any favorite teacher at all as far as I can remember. Although I had some good teachers that I looked up to when I was a student, I didn't consider them my favorite. I treated all my teachers equally as they should be. Yes, I did have a few. First, my teacher in literature, because she helped me cultivate creative thinking and stimulate my mind to be imaginative. Second, my teacher in philosophy and logic subject in college, as he made me realize the importance of critical thinking skills and a way to deal with difficult questions. And lastly, my values education teacher in my primary school. She taught me the values needed that are important in life. Do you think the job of a teacher is easy? Never have I thought that a teacher's job is a piece of cake. I always think of the different kinds of stress that they're experiencing from preparing the lessons and teaching the students to practically responding to the needs of each student and disciplining them. I believe no single teacher in the world claims that their job is easy. Well, their job is difficult. They know in the first place that their profession is demanding in so many ways. However, they still choose that profession because it's their calling. And that I think makes them noble. And I believe we all should give them respect as they sacrifice their lives to educate us, even if that profession demands so much from them. What makes a teacher a good teacher? In my opinion, a good teacher must be knowledgeable of the subject matter that he is teaching. He is also giving students the freedom to explore various things for the purpose of learning. Besides, he must understand students' learning needs and he must know how to address the weaknesses of students. Well, being kind and patient would be a bonus, but not as important as those qualities I mentioned. I believe a good teacher has a passion for the profession that he chooses because if he's not passionate, his students will simply suffer from his inefficiency as a teacher. I don't care if his experience is limited, especially if he has just started his career, but what matters most to me is his dedication and passion, because all the qualities of a great teacher stem from those. Let's talk about riding a bike. Did you have a bike when you were young? Watch the video that appears on your screen right now about rain, days off, and riding a bicycle. You will surely learn lots of things from that video. If you find value in this video, give me a like or subscribe to this channel. I'll be posting videos related to the IELTS speaking test. Till next time, have a lovely day. Bye.